rivalry week, UCLA week, and it is truly a big game. This is the biggest USC-UCLA game since 2005 when UCLA came in with one loss. USC, of course, was unbeaten in the Pete Carroll juggernaut team, trying to go back-to-back in the BCS, trying to win 3 straight national titles if you include the 2003 AP national championship. So a special time. But, of course, you know, those worthless UCLA Bruins, you know, they lose to Arizona to take a little bit of the juice out of this. You know, what do you expect? What do you want from a Bruin? You know, so, you know, if UCLA had beaten Arizona, we would have had both teams at 9-1, both quarterbacks on the same footing in the Heisman race, both teams in the college football playoff mix, both teams, you know, with that's the same amount of leverage in the Pac-12 race. And now, you know, it's a little bit tilted. I guess, you know, if there's one good aspect of UCLA losing from a USC standpoint, it's that USC is now the only, and this is also combined with Oregon losing to Washington, USC is now the only one-loss team in the Pac-12. So that means that USC, if it finishes with 2 losses, whether it's 10-2 or 11-2, USC can lose one more game and probably, not definitely, probably, it'll need a little bit of help in a few other games. It's like it'll need TCU to lose once, for instance. But if USC gets a little bit of help and finishes with precisely 2 losses, it'll probably get the New Year's 6 if, you know, in the event that it doesn't win the Pac-12 championship, because you need to be in the top 12. USC is going to be 6 in the college football playoff rankings, most likely, with all the other teams surrounding USC losing. And so if you split the UCLA and Notre Dame games, and both are going to be resume-enhancing games now that Notre Dame has built itself up, is now, you know, a top 20 win. If USC splits the UCLA-Notre Dame pair and ultimately finishes with 2 losses, USC probably won't drop out of the top 12. So that keeps USC in line for the at-large New Year's 6 bid, which is the Cotton Bowl. I mentioned TCU because a TCU loss knocks the Frogs out of the playoff, and that would put them in the Sugar Bowl, you know, presumably as the Big 12 champion. If TCU makes the playoff, the Big 12 gobbles up another spot in the Sugar Bowl, and that's one less spot for the New Year's 6 pool. So USC to have even better odds of the New Year's 6 needs TCU to lose. The Clemson loss to Notre Dame was really good because it created that same dynamic in the ACC. Clemson not going to be in the playoffs, so the ACC gets only 1 New Year's 6 bid instead of 2. So USC needs that to happen with TCU in the Big 12. And if it does happen, and USC is at least able to get one of these wins over the next 2 weeks, should be able to get the New Year's 6, which, you know, I've said before, like New Year's 6, that was really the baseline goal. If you get more than that, fantastic, but at least a New Year's 6, that would really, really make this first season a success under Lincoln Riley.